I never thought that life would be like this when I got older. You know, when you're in your late teens, early 20s, you have this idea of how things are going to go when you're in your 30s. And man, like, this is nothing like what I expected. I never expected to see people have evolved into something that's just, I don't even know. Like, it's not even human. The way people treat each other, just take a life. Just do whatever, you know? And then the consequences, like the consequences aren't even great enough to deter people from doing these things. We got a whole lot of stuff to deal with, and it's heavy. I think a lot of people are just not really interested in hearing it because it's so heavy. But you know, either you're going to make yourself aware of what's going on and prepare yourself, or you're going to be at risk of becoming a victim. So I would rather err on the side of caution. The proof is there. People are crying out all over the country. Like, things are really weird. Things are not okay. And the more and more I pay attention, the more and more I realize that things haven't been okay for a very long time. Recently, the definition of a recession was changed, and I'm just like, what the F? Definitions are changing. So what I would say, you know, when you're building your library, try to get books that are older, books that are actually given definitions that mean what they're supposed to mean. So anyway, um, you know, watch where you get your information from, basically. So they're saying that, you know, a recession is on the way, and like, man, there have been so many mass layoffs. Everybody's complaining about the food price. Like, it is just absolutely wild out here, and they're trying to tell you, oh, a recession is on the way. Really? We already in a depression, an economic depression. It is so easy to fake all of this stuff because what do we have? We have access to credit. What do we have? We have access to social media. Y'all are out here tripping, okay? You're going to have to diversify the way that you live your life, because the way that we have become accustomed to living is that it's no more. Um, and I know, you know, some people are really not into politics and keeping up with all that kind of stuff, but, you know, it's up to you. It's up to you to understand what's happening around you, because leadership has failed us for a very long time, okay? So it's really up to you. You going to sit around and cry and complain about it? Or are you going to take matters into your own hands and make sure that you have what you need when you need it? That was really my mindset. I just, really within the past 4 years, particularly, my desire to really get the skills and the things that I need to be able to make it on my own. I don't know. What do you think? What is going on now that just blows your mind? When you were younger, did you think that your life would be like this at this stage? And with everything that's happening and going on right now, do you believe that things are going to get better from here? Or do you think they're going to get a little bit worse before they get better? Valid questions, right? So I really haven't been recording videos much lately. I've just been kind of working on a project, just putting something together, really, because what I notice is that sometimes when I'm listening to a live stream from other preppers that I like to listen to, the questions that are coming up in the chat, there are a lot of people out here who are new to prepping. They don't have an idea where to start. But it's a great thing that they're asking. They're trying to figure it out. And so I decided that I was going to put together a book, a guidebook, something that's interactive that would be great for new preppers, and even people who have experience like me. It's a book that you can take a self-assessment to see where you are. You know, you probably have some things on hand, but you want to know, like, hey, am I doing good, or do I need to do better in this area? So there's self-assessments in the book, and there's a place for you to set goals and to track that progress. And so I think it's the perfect solution for people who are new to prepping, people who are busy, just don't have the time to really put it all together. But, you know, the book covers all of the major pillars of prepping, you know, food, water, shelter, security, um, skill building, community, those types of things. And so it's on the website, eagleeyeprepping.com. And, you know, take a look. And that solution may be one that can help you get organized and know where to start, because you're going to have to start at some point. Every prepper that you look at online started somewhere. You know, I'm amazed every day when I think about the progress that I've made over the years. And so, but at the very beginning, I never would have imagined that I could accomplish so many things and gain so many new skills, and, you know, just gain a greater sense of peace for being self-reliant, you know. I don't know, I'm tripping. I'm tired. What did I just say? Anyway, yeah, you got to start somewhere, you know. So if you haven't done anything at all and you were going to start prepping today, the one piece of advice I would give you is to start with your water, okay? You cannot go very long without water. You want to start your water supply 1 gallon per person per day, okay? So for example, if you were starting out, we would say, you know, do a 3-day supply. So if you had to stay home, shelter in place for 3 days, something else was wrong with the water, you didn't have access to any other water, you've got this water stored, 1 gallon per person per day. If you got a family of 4, you would have 12 gallons, okay? And so, I mean, and there is other things to consider. There are other things to consider when you're doing water storage, with the type of container and all of that, but that's a conversation for another video. But just get started. Then, of course, you can move over to your food and figure that out for yourself. But again, as I always tell you, no one is coming to save you, but you absolutely have the power to save yourself. Subscribe to the channel for more content from Eagle Eye Prepping.